I don't know what that focus thing's all about, but there it is. Doing a little cleaning in there. There's actually mold in the air cleaner from sitting around so long. So we'll clean that all up, get it all put back together. I like to put a little silicone grease on rubber. Put it on the seals, put it on the hoses. It softens them up a little bit and puts more life back in them. They'll last a lot longer. And I've been doing it for well over 30 years. It works great. Keeps the rubber pliable and doesn't dry rot. Well, I'm moving along. Well, I'm hoping you could see the crud inside that valve for the gasoline. This goes to the bottom of the tank. Yeah. I gotta do a little cleaning. I'll get it. I'll clean it out. Get it working good. Make sure it's ready to go on the tank. A little dirty. That's the filter at the bottom of the valve. Pretty cruddy. We'll get that all cleaned out. There's a screen in the bottom of this larger piece there. You can't even see the screen through the crud. There's the bottom of that valve, that bowl of it. Look how much crud was in there. That's a pile. That was all in the bottom of that bowl. So yeah, just unscrew that bottom section of the valve. You can see the screen a little bit there. So it's getting cleaner. I'll get it all cleaned out. While you have your tank out, make sure that you don't forget to put your tank filter in. So get that down in there and get it ready, so when you put the tank in, you don't have to put it up in there without having room to do it. Okay, rubber grommet time. Now, this is pretty pliable, okay, because I put the silicone grease on it yesterday, and it's now not hard as a rock. It's pliable. It should not break or crack. Okay, big trick. Put it in towards the back where you can't work on it. Get that part in first and just work it down there. And this is one of the hardest things to do, I think, as a maintenance technician. Put in stupid rubber grommets. But all you got to do is force it. I don't know any way to do it other than force it and just get it down in there. Okay, once you get it down in there, get that first lip down, and you just got to hold it and follow it around. Okay, force. You see I got half of it in, and just keep working it millimeter by millimeter until you get it down. Don't cut it. Okay, take your time, take little bitty bites, and all of a sudden, bang. There you go. Now it's in. There we go. That's how you do it. Good luck. Okay, after you get your grommet in, don't forget your insert. That definitely goes in after you get your grommet in. So don't try to put it in with the grommet. No, it'll never go. There you go. Okay, here's a tip for you. Put all this stuff back on and dry fit it first. You've got to get this because you got to slide this in last. You put this in, put tank in, then put this sidebar in. And the sidebar has to go in last. That's the only way it's going to go. Anyway, dry fit it, get it into place, and then start bolting it up. With the air cleaner off, oh yeah, did I mention you should have the air cleaner off? Now you can put this fuel line back on. However, it's easiest for you to do it one-handed while I hold the light for you. And there we go. There we go. How's that? There we go. Not bad. This thing just might work when we're done. Okay, something I noticed putting this heat shield on, it's not particularly easy to get this one on, but I put it down straight and pried it up over this lip, and then it shimmied over these lips right here, these little tabs, and that'll push that in so that it's tight up against the body, and that'll help for heat and airflow and sound protection. So yeah, you want this up against the back of this real good. So make sure that that's in, and this piece is behind those tabs. So good luck with that, huh? Alright, guess what? That doesn't belong there. It belongs. That's too high. I got a gap up here. That means this goes under here. Okay. Instead of inside there, goes underneath this. So I got to take it out, turn it upside down, and put the bolts back in. Oh well, nobody's perfect. Let's try that again. Ah, now I can bolt it. Okay, that's a lot better fit. Hey, stuff happens. I'm not a professional. Okay, now that I know which way they go on, I'm going to do the front one. Get it on. There's a bottom plate that goes where the battery is, and I'll get that on. Then I can put the side on, and front and back goes on last, because it has to bolt in up in here. Oh, you can't see it. Right there. Yeah. Have to bolt the side on. So I'm going to finish this handle, the bottom plate, and something pretty cool. I found these things online, and they're specifically designed lithium iron phosphate batteries for cranking over small engines, like a utility vehicle, quad, lawnmower tractors, you know, that kind of thing, small tractors. And I'm not going to tell you what it's rated at, but I'm going to tell you I tested this one on my old Craftsman 20 horsepower, 23 horsepower, whatever it was, and it cranked over the engine faster than my lead acid battery, which was fine. There's nothing wrong with the battery, but because it has a little higher voltage, it cranks it over faster, okay, and starts up my tractor, and it was pulling 110 amps. out of this battery. No problem at all. I started it 3 or 4 times just in a row just to see if it would do it. No problem at all. It fired right up. So got one in here for the generator, and in fact I can go ahead and do this for you. It works. Pretty crazy. And the thing's light as a feather. I mean, I didn't think it was any good, but it is. It works. Okay, I'm not so crazy after all. The front handle goes inside this tube, bolts under. The one in the back goes on the bottom and bolts down. So, yeah, I'm not so crazy. But that's how that works. At least you know you got it right if you got that anyway. Before you go too far, don't forget to put your pull cord back on. I pulled it out and used a piece of cardboard clamped on the line, held it in place while I put a knot in it. That should work. Well, there it is. Done. All put together. And that's how many parts I had left over. So I call that a win. But yeah, we're ready to go. Now if it weren't raining outside, I could take this thing out and put some gasoline in it. That sounds good though. Alrighty, yep, that's what we'll do. Everything seems to be in the right order. Alright, I'm going to fire it up when it stops raining, whatever day that is. Okay, time for the first test. Choke on. Got it. Boy, is that thing quiet. She runs. Boy, that's quiet, isn't it? Woohoo!